Good afternoon. Welcome to Contract Review for October. You know, we said this in January, how quickly it got here, and here we are in October. Thanks for showing up. Hope everybody's here. With that, Madam Clerk, would you call the roll? Or Madam Clerk, why don't you give us a quick prayer today?
Let's bow our heads. Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us all here today. Thank you for everyone who had to travel far and those of us that live close. Please bless every person sitting on the board for their wisdom and decisions that they make, Lord. Please bless our great state and please bless our nation. Be with each of us as we travel home. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Madam. Would you call roll, please?
Senator Albritton. Senator Beasley. Senator Butler. Here. Senator Elliott. Here. Representative England. Representative Garrett. Here. Senator Orr. Representative Pringle. Here. Representative Reynolds. Senator Roberts.
Here, ma'am.
Representative Witt. Here.
We have a quorum. First order of business is we have been looking at some rules changes and some ways to do things better. We're still a little working through one issue, and I think hopefully next month, over this next month, we'll be circulating some language on one of the topics. The others I think we have buttoned up pretty well. So just wanted to give the committee a heads up on that. So with that, we had 61 submissions this month, 2 of which eventually were rejected, brings down to 59, but of those, 5 of those were initially rejected, and ping pong back and forth, and we'll talk about that when it comes up. So with that, let's start. Anything else for the good of the order before we start from the committee? All right, ADECA.
Good afternoon, Chairman Roberts and members of the committee. I'm Meg Fiedler, General Counsel for ADECA. We have 2 amendments and 1 legal services contract before you today. The first amendment is CTC Technology and Energy, and this is to add funds in the amount of $915,000 and change the scope for the implementation of the Broadband Equity Access and Deployment Program. And that's a result of the restructuring policy notice that was issued.
All right, any questions? Thank you, ma'am. Bottom of page 1.
The second one is JMR+H Architecture. This is our this is an amendment that extends time for the architecture firm to review the construction at our surplus property warehouse.
And it was on DCM, and we had 6 respondents. These were selected. Any questions? Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Administrative Office of the Courts. Afternoon.
Hi, I'm Erin Dunnigan. I'm here for the Administrative Office of Courts, and we have 3 court referral officer contracts this month.
Okay, first one, City of Huntsville, City of Birmingham. We could do these in mass.
Let's do that. Do the same as last month.
Yeah, it's the same. It's just continuing on. Then it's also on the top of page 3. Any questions on these 3? Seeing none, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Athletic Commission.
Good afternoon, members of the committee. My name is Joel Blankenship. I am the chairman of the Alabama Athletic Commission. We're here renewing our administrative services contract with our contractor, Paris Enterprises. This is our yearly renewal. That's it. I'll take questions.
Y'all aren't doing anything at the White House for the 250th celebration?
We are not, but we are sincerely happy to do any fights down here at the grounds of the Capitol, as well as we have that beautiful new Capitol. So if y'all want us to help put a ring inside of the new Capitol so that y'all can settle it out, we'd be happy to do so, Senator.
Thank you. I appreciate that. One question, John Paris. How long has he been there?
I believe 4 years. 4 years.
4
Senator.
years?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And in that duration, we have become completely compliant with Sunset, eliminated all of our issues, as well as had budget surpluses, and have increased events substantially under his work. Keeping in mind, this is a 7-day-a-week job. He is working weekends to deal with our events.
Okay. Any questions? Thank you, Mr. Blankenship.
Thank you.
AG,
Clay Crenshaw with the AG's office. This is a contract with Kevin Metcalf, who's going to be a speaker at our Law Enforcement Summit upcoming.
any questions? Thanks, Clay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Commerce.
Good afternoon. My name is Erica McKay. I'm with the Alabama Department of Commerce. We have one contract before you today. That's with Samuel PricewaterhouseCoopers in the amount of $890,938 to represent the department in Korea.
I hope this goes exceedingly well.
Thank you. We do too.
I'd like to echo that, but I'd like to see you expand to Taiwan also.
Sure. Thank you.
With what we've done tax-wise, and then several of us are working on a response to the big, beautiful bill that hopefully we'll have in play for next year. We are teed up to be one of the most competitive states out there. And I've lived and worked in Korea and worked with Koreans for 4 years in Saudi Arabia. And I'd love to attract some manufacturing business here. So thanks for the
agree.
work you're doing.
Thank you. And Secretary McNair has been instrumental in getting these additional 2 international offices opened.
Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Conservation.
Good afternoon, Chairman Roberts, members of the committee. Juliana Dean for the Department of Conservation. We have one general services contract before you today for wastewater treatment services across the state.
Any questions? There were 261 notices sent out, one respondent, and that was these guys.
That's correct.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Dental Scholarship Loan Awards Board.
Good afternoon. I'm Robert Jones. I'm a general dentist here in Montgomery, and I'm actually here as chairman of the Board of Dental Scholarships, but I've also been asked to represent the Board of Optometric Scholarships, which I guess would come later. But we're just here to request a 1-year renewal with a 5% raise for our executive director, Amanda Benko of Benko and Company, LLC.
Any questions? Thanks, Robert. Okay, I'm sorry. Excuse me, sir.
Do you know how many scholarships were awarded?
I can speak for the dental board. We have actually, our law has changed considerably in the last few years. We're now awarding full $200,000 scholarships to dental students in return for serving in a rural area. Total over the entire, since we've been awarding these.
Just give me last year's 5.
This particular year, we awarded 6.
Okay.
And we had some alternates, and it varies, but don't hold it. That's going to be very close, and that was in August of. We met in August.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Thanks, Robert.
Thank you. Will I come back for the Board of Optometric?
If you want to,
Love to.
it's your call, sir. Thank you. Dry Cleaning Trust Fund.
Yes, members of the committee, my name is Jason Wyndham, and I am the chairman of the Alabama Dry Cleaning Environmental Response Trust Fund. It's a mouthful. And we're just coming for a renewal of our contract.
Any questions?
Have y'all been having problems? I mean, many of these boards that use this company have been dinged pretty severely for, not following the law, not meeting properly, not depositing money, not handing money fine.
No, sir, Mr. Pringle, have not had anything to my knowledge. I've been on the board now for almost 10 years and been the chairman for the last about 6 or 7. Had a little difficulty getting some members, but we actually just had Mr. Jim Massey locally here has joined the board, so I feel like we're in good standing right now. I hadn't had any financial issues. We're just continuing to try to do. I actually had a bill that went through this last year that was carried and it allowed us to just lower that debt ceiling. It was supposed to sunset at $1 million, and we've dropped that to $250 purely for the reason to be able to take the money that's in the fund and continue to do cleanup in the state of Alabama. So, over the life of the fund, we've done close to $4 million worth of cleanup in the state of Alabama.
But what I'm asking, you've got a full board that's been appointed and approved. You don't have vacancies on your board. The people that are serving on the board are current with their tenures.
We actually had some appointments, and I think y'all probably all know as well as anybody, because I was here the last day, some of those didn't actually get approved on the last day of session. So we have people, but hadn't gone through the approval process yet. But we do have those people in place and ready to be approved by.
Well, that was our fault.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. I just want to check, because I see this company often has problems getting through audits and examinations.
Yes, sir.
For the boards they handle.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Early childhood education.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amanda Sanford. I'm with the Department of Early Childhood Education. I have one IT contract for a renewal for you today. It's with Bridge Care Finance. We're going to add time 1 year and then $253,000 to this one. It will go out for RFP next year, but Bridge Care is going to provide support for our online system that runs our department that manages the child care system and our first class pre-K classrooms across the state. They're going to include tools for our child cares, for providers that administrate our programs, and then it tracks enrollment in our wait list.
Do any data files here transfer through K-12?
No, sir.
It's all just K? Mm-hmm. Okay. Any other questions? Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Education. And I know you're going to tell us why these are sole source.
I'm going to do my best. Yes, sir. Tina Hammonds for the Department of Education. We have 6 contracts today. Our first one is from our instructional services group. This will be with the College Board. This is for students in our state who are taking the PSAT and the AP. This comes with reduced fees for certain populations of students and allows for advanced placement classroom resources for our coordinators, teachers, and students to support their classwork and help them prepare for the examinations. And this contract will allow us to do direct billing for all of the students who are taking these tests in the various schools.
How much is an AP exam to sit for? Do you have any idea?
Yes, sir. Let's see here. So our fee-reduced students who qualify for the fee reduction, it will be $37 per exam. For fee-reduced public high school students, we are going to pay $53 for it, and there's a $9 rebate that will be foregone. Standard fee students in public schools, we are going to pay directly $90 per each of the different exams that are listed there in the contract will be $90 a piece. And the PSAT looks like we will pay directly $11.90 per exam for those. And these are all proprietary exams, and so with us choosing to be able to have the statistics from our students for PSAT results and AP class results. So
AP is really what I was trying to get to.
So we have computer science in here, pre-calculus, environmental science, seminar exams. Looks like those are $90 for the standard fee, but then reduced fees for other student populations.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir.
I think I'd like to hold this contract only because I'd like to understand better, maybe offline, the justification the State Department is unable to provide this level of specialized support. I'd like to understand that better, I guess.
Yes, sir. If I may for a moment, it's because of the fact that these are the proprietary materials and the proprietary materials for preparation for the test. It not only helps to teach the teachers how to get the kids ready, prepares the teachers for how to prepare the materials and teach them, and then helps to prepare the kids for the testing as well. And so it has to do with their testing materials, their pre-test materials, and we don't have any expertise or ownership of any of those that would correlate with the exams that the kids actually have to take each year.
Okay.
Well, if we're at $90, it's 22,222 students is what that $90 would cover. I was just trying to understand. I've had some conversation with superintendents, and they were trying to accomplish some things similar to this, and I'm just trying to grasp.
Well, we are always open. If you'd like to get any of them to me, I can get them to our instructional services, and we can work through any issues that any individual LEA would like to try to work through. We'll help in any way.
And you were going to say something about the sole source part of this, weren't you?
The proprietary nature of the testing. Yes, Your Honor.
Chairman Garrett, you just held one, correct?
This is the one I'd like, yeah, just this one right now.
Okay.
Right.
All right, the first one. All right, the second one,
This will
bottom
be.
page 7.
Yes, sir. Bottom of page 7, Alabama Association of School Resource Officers. So this is federal funds, and TASRO will provide basic school resource officer course, advanced school resource officer course, and the adolescent mental health training course for our school resource officers and educators. This is the only state vendor for the national version of the school resource officers training community, and so we are using the particular certification classes so that our people can have the national standards, and the only way that we can do that is through the state partner that is the membership entity for those school resource officers.
Okay, any other questions on that? All right. Top page 8.
Yes, sir. This is going to be an RFP with the Council for Leaders in Alabama Schools class. This is 100% state funds. It was RFP'd, and class will be providing principal mentoring for first and second year principals, training sessions for the mentors and mentees, and ongoing site visits throughout the year as a part of the implementation of the Principals Mentoring Act.
That's almost $6.7 million. Can help unpack that for me a little bit, please?
Well, it's all directly driven from the bill with the different pieces that are implemented from year to year with the categories of principals that qualify for this. And it is directly purposed toward helping to train principals in particular populations in particular schools so that they can increase in leadership, and hopefully we can retain them, and hopefully they can go up through the ranks to continue to be in leadership for Alabama schools.
So, Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir.
So these are not the stipends?
I believe that this is the contract with the training. Let me see if it also includes stipends. I don't believe that this includes the stipends as well, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I'd like to hold this one as well, Mr. Chair, just to better understand the detail of the 6.7, and then also the correlation with the stipends. This was a contentious issue during last session,
Yeah.
and I just want to make sure we understand all
Yes, sir.
pieces.
Yes, sir. We can definitely work through that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Garrett. Bottom page 8.
Yes, sir. This is with the SREB, Southern Regional Education Board. It was also RFP'd 100% federal funds. The SREB will provide training materials and professional development for our career tech teacher education certification programs for our administrators, and to help our schools implement the simulated workforce models that we have in our current career tech centers. Just all around help for the teachers integrating core academics within the CTE curricula. So that is the Southern Regional Education Board that is our entity that we're a member of, and they will be helping us provide that training.
Are we coordinate with Secretary Reed at all in the macro part of this? Do we know?
On this particular one, I'm not sure that that builds back into workforce with the stuff that we're receiving from SRB, but we are definitely coordinating with workforce. If I'm not mistaken, Dr. Mackey met with them recently about the different things that we will be hitched together to help accomplish.
It just makes a lot of sense that we would.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, any other questions on bottom page 8? Thank you. Top page 9, sole source.
Yes, sir. This is with the Alabama Parent Education Center, APEC. The APEC will provide families of children with disabilities training, information, and support to help increase knowledge and awareness of the best practices for their transitions in school and community resources. This is a partnership, and so APEC will provide a partnership with the Alabama State Personnel Development Grant, which is a condition of the federal grant that is actually funding this. It's 100% federal funds. As I understand it, as a condition of the federal grant, we have to contract with the state's PTI, which is the state's Parent Training Information Center, and APEC is the only PTI in state that qualifies for receipt of these federal funds.
What's a PTI again, please?
A Parent Training Information Center, PTI Center.
Chairman Garrett, you understand this, I'm assuming? Okay.
I'm not saying I understand it, but I don't have a problem with this.
Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you. Next, bottom page 9.
Yes, sir. This will be with the Joycelyn Coolidge Group, Center Street Counseling, LLC. This was also RFP'd, and it is from federal funds. Coolidge will serve as the external researcher, evaluator, and assessment analyst and assessment reporter for our special education section's State Systemic Improved Plan, SSIP, to help provide the post-school outcomes survey and the parent involvement data as they relate to the OSEP, Office of Special Education Programs, federal reporting. So this is a person that was contracted with to do this research and evaluation and assessment so that we are able to comply with federal reporting concerning our special ed population.
Any questions? Thanks, Tina. Appreciate it. Page 10, environmental management.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. I'm Russell Kelly with Department of Environmental Management. We have one contract today. It's our needs survey for our drinking water systems in the SRF program. Funding is provided by the EPA, and these needs assessments are used and are directly correlated to the amount of funding that we get through the SRF program. They select a list of systems that they want surveyed, and a lot of those systems are capable and do their own. Some of them are not, and it is important that we get 100% participation, so we have a contractor to assist us in doing that.
Russell, one thing I'd ask, do you have the whole contract review agenda there in front of you?
I'm sorry, sir.
Do you have page 9 of the?
Yes, sir.
Look at the way they broke down the acronyms where they explained it out.
Yes, sir.
Can I just ask that y'all would do
You
that?
certainly can.
I don't know what DWINS is.
That's the Drinking Water Infrastructure Needs Survey and Analysis. I would do that.
That would be helpful.
Yes, sir.
All right, any other questions?
I believe you might have met him the other night. There's a guy in Baldwin County that has trained a dog to sniff fecal matter in water. It's much cheaper and faster to let that dog run out there than it is to have to test the water. He lives in his district. Have you met him? Yeah.
I'm not sure what standard that means, but I hear you.
Does that dog hunt also?
Yeah.
Chairman Pringle,
I'm not going to tell you what it hunts.
meeting? Sorry.
You know what it hunts.
Good, I'm good.
We're good, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, examiners and counseling board.
Hi, I'm Renee Reams. I'm with the Alabama Board of Examiners in Counseling. We have before you one contract. It is with the Medical Association of the State of Alabama, and it is for the wellness program that the board would like to continue and implement on behalf of serving the licensed counselors, those that may be impaired.
Did you fill out the submittal for this?
I'm sorry, do what?
Who filled out the submittal of your paperwork?
Keith Warren, our executive director.
I don't know how many he's done, but it was filled out wrong.
Okay.
Again.
And well, I apologize. And
again, that's the same company we've had multiple problems with through licensure board after licensure board after licensure board. Keeps paying this company. They don't get their paperwork done right. They don't follow the law, and y'all keep hiring them. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just tired of having to deal with it on Sunset because we're constantly having to review these boards like y'all's that hire this company that can't get their work done properly.
You suggesting to hold this, Mr. Pringle?
I mean, you can't cut off they're trying to help people with an addiction problem, but you keep hiring a company that can't do the work you hire them to do, and you'll keep them. And you're not the only board, trust me. I sit on Sunset and I watch this constantly. I bet you half the boards that come before us have a problem with this company getting their stuff done properly.
I mean, incorrect dollar amounts on the sheets and listed as a sole source, which it was not. I mean, it's not your fault, Renee, it's not. But we are all very tired of dealing with this.
Mr. Chairman, has the paperwork been corrected?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But we're out of kindergarten, sir. And that's the biggest frustration that I've got with it. We get constant paperwork in from certain groups that's wrong every time, and they certainly know how to do it correctly. So I don't know how else to communicate.
I will certainly communicate it, and thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Are there any other questions?
No, ma'am.
Sis, thank you.
Examiners of Public Accounts.
Afternoon. I'm Rachel Riddle. I'm Chief Examiner. The first contract on here is for our internal audit. Since we do go around and audit everyone else, it's only right that we get audited. So that's what the first contract is. That's for 2 years at $48,000.
Any questions on that? Okay, next.
Mr. Chairman, we could take these en masse too.
I would agree. All right, we've got two on page 11, two on page 12, and we have gone over these.
Can I explain just one of them,
Please, ma'am.
Jackson Thornton, I'm sorry. Jackson Thornton, that's more of a contingency plan for our department in case something happens with mandates from the federal government or whatever. We keep them on. I don't want to say we can't do it. I want to say, here, I have this in place to be able to make sure we get things done in time.
Appreciate that. All right, so that's 11, 12, 13, and these are all for different aspects of it. And that's it. Any other questions on 11, 12, 13? Thank you. House Majority Leader.
Can I say something?
Please, sir.
The lady, are you employed by Smith Warren and Associates? Are you employed by Smith
Renee?
Warren? You are employed by them. Well, I reiterate what I said. Every board that comes here that has that company as their employee, as their professional service company, has problems. And it's getting very tiring on Sunset where we constantly have to fix boards that have problems with the work that's being done in that company.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Majority Leader.
Good afternoon. I'm Tracy Arnold with the House Majority Leader's Office. This contract is with Asbell Communications. He assists with our communications, public relations consultings. Same
Any
contract
questions?
since 2005.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Medicaid. Bottom page 14.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. My name is Nick Hines, Assistant General Counsel with the Alabama Medicaid Agency. The agency has 4 contracts before you today, all 4 renewals of previously approved contracts. The first contract is with Comagine Health. Comagine Health will be helping the agency fulfill its federal requirement to provide retrospective and utilization reviews through a qualified quality improvement organization.
Okay, any questions? All right, next.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. The next contract, again, is another renewal. This is with Evacor Healthcare, MSI LLC, doing business as Evacor Healthcare. Evacor Health is going to provide primarily things like providing prior authorization and other medical necessity reviews on behalf of the agency.
Any questions? Top of 16.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. This contract is with Keystone Peer Review Organization, LLC, doing business as Centra Health. This contract is for prior authorizations, drug utilization reviews, the agency's pharmacy lock-in program, as well as meeting the federal mandate to provide the drug utilization review board.
Y'all do an outstanding job with the way that you manage this, and there could be nationwide implications if we would follow what you guys do. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, bottom page 16.
Yes, sir. The last contract before you today is Island Peer Review Organization, Inc., doing business as iPro. This is an external quality review organization. The agency is federally mandated to contract with an organization like this to perform quality reviews of the Alabama Coordinated Health Networks.
And our reviews are good?
They are.
I'm assuming, yeah. Y'all are doing a jam-up job. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, mental health, 17.
All right, Brian Penn, mental health. We have 4 contracts. 2 of them are the same scope of work, same subject matter. It's Allied and Acumen. If we want to take those together, we could do that. What Allied is going to provide services during a transition period as this contract moves on to Acumen. This was RFP'd, and Acumen won the RFP. So they'll start 1 October, but we still need Allied to provide services during the transition period to help move the database and so forth over to Acumen. And the contract is both Allied and Acumen are fiscal agents. They provide services for billing and payment for families and individuals who are under the self-directed care services. We have we have 902 participants as of today in this waiver.
It's about $53.5 million a year for that. So roughly about $164,000
what the
per person.
Fiscal agents do is they provide the services and they bill at $96 a person per month to do these services. They receive money from us, from the department, to pay the providers of these services for the people who are living at home or have self-directed services. People living at home, they don't have to go to group homes. If we went to group homes, the average cost of a group home is $94,000. So doing this, the state saving over 2 years $61 million by allowing this waiver and doing this program.
I just took the number divided by 325 person, and it's 164,000. So
yes, right.
Maybe that's 2 years, and you're saying
that number on the cover sheet, I didn't notice it till today, is incorrect. That should be 902.
It should be what, sir?
902, 902.
Anybody else have questions on this?
I do, Mr. Chairman. I just want to be clear, excuse me, that this is not just for the administration of a program or for the billing services, but rather for the actual services as well. Is that
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And Acumen will phase out at the end of the year, and then Allied will come in after them.
Well, Allied is phasing out. They're providing the transition service. Acumen's contract actually starts 1 October, but they'll go in earnest 1 January.
Okay. All right, any questions? We've got one in the middle.
Yes, we got Fair App. It's an amendment to add more time. There are no additional funds. We just added another year.
Any other questions?
Mr. Chairman, and that one is just for the billing services and documentation services. Yes. Is that correct?
Which one are we on?
The one you
Allied.
just presented. No, the one.
I mean, Fair App.
Yeah.
Fair App is, what they do is they provide a software system, which is case management services for providers, for the department. They provide billing services and provider certification. They also provide technical assistance to our third-party providers.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, thank you.
Will that be re-RFP'd next year? Or is this proprietary?
That's a good question. Let me see here.
It's through 9/30/26.
Probably, I can't say, is it sole service?
It was RFP.
No, it was not sole
2024.
source, so it will probably come up for RFP.
Okay. All right, any other questions for Mr. Penn? All right, top of page 20 then.
Okay, we got Omni. This is an amendment. We're adding another year and another year of services. Contractor conducts evaluation of services, programs, and systems used by our third-party providers and the department as it relates to the Substance Abuse Prevention and Treatment Block Grant. And this evaluations are required under the block grant.
All right, any questions? Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.
Military Department. Military Department. Okay, there were two contracts there. Optometry, you're back on.
Good afternoon again. I'm Robert Jones, and I'm actually chairman of the Board of Dental Scholarships, but I've been asked by the chairman of the Board of Optometric Scholarships to represent them. She's actually in Birmingham today. Same request. We share an executive director. Request a one-year extension of her contract and a 5% raise.
Any questions? Thank you, sir.
And I did want to clarify I had a question about the number of scholarships, and it's just logistics, but we actually now, the Board of Dental Scholarships and loan awards, and we consider these $200,000 to be loan awards because they are repaid in service. So, thank you.
Thanks for clearing that up. Okay, pardon and parole.
Good afternoon. My name is John Gruce. I represent the Alabama Board of Pardons and Paroles. We have two contracts before the committee this afternoon. The first is a renewal of GEO for rehabilitation services at our Perry County Prep Center.
Can you say your last name again? I'm sorry.
Groos, G-R-O-O-S.
Okay, thank you. All right, any questions on GEO, page 22? Any questions on 23?
And this one's for our contract for AltaPoint for reentry services at our Mobile Day Reporting Center. It's a new contract. AltaPoint provided the services previously. It expired. We RFP'd it, and they were the only vendor.
Any questions? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Page 24, Pharmacy Board.
Good afternoon, Chairman Roberts, members of the committee. John Lina, Executive Secretary of the Alabama Board of Pharmacy. I have one contract today for external communications and coordination consultant. The intent of this contract is to coordinate with state and local government, various state boards and agencies as we continue to improve our relationship as part of the government of the state of Alabama.
I have a question. Anyone else have a question? Okay. You go. Cinderella.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. A number of us sit on the Sunset Committee, and I'm concerned about this contract and contracts like this. This is an agency hiring a lobbyist. And I don't think we ought to do that. I don't think state agencies should have lobbyists. This board has had well-documented issues and troubles. All you got to do is Google them. And what you're essentially asking this committee to do today is to approve a contract with a lobbyist that will likely lobby this very body to not make reforms legislatively to this board. Now that's quite a predicament. and I got some issues with that, and I think it's probably unwise for us to approve this contract, knowing full well that we will likely see this lobbyist in the hall very, very much lobbying us to not make additional changes to the board, regardless of the fact, when Representative Pringle, you were in Sunset, it was I'm going to ask to hold this contract, Mr. Chairman, and I'm going to have some conversations with the governor's office about it.
Understand. We respect and appreciate Logan. He's does a great job for you guys, but we're really trying to thread a needle here. Maybe you have something that could help us. How do you differentiate between lobbying and consulting? You want to take a swipe at it?
So in my brief tenure with the Alabama Board of Pharmacy, how I've used Logan is to introduce me to key decision makers in various organizations, and that will include Department of Insurance as we work through the PBM legislation that's in place. So what's valuable to me about Logan is who he knows and who he can get me conversations with. I'm not particularly interested in Logan as influencing policy. That needs to be discussion that happens with me and members of the board. So it needs to be direct. I think that the Board of Pharmacy has been a little too distant from, maybe a lot too distant from the rest of government. That's going to change. It's part of my goal and mission to be the person that helps bring that change about. But I don't need Logan or anyone else arguing on behalf of the board. That needs to be the board that makes those decisions. We just don't have these relationships in place today, in particular with me being relatively new. I think it is expertise that we need to bring in-house. It's going to take a little bit of time to do that because we don't have those relationships on staff today, but we need to.
Thank you.
You talk about baptism under fire.
Yeah.
You've walked into it, and I can listen. I feel for you because you what, 2 weeks maybe?
This is 4 or 5 business days. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean you've walked into this, and the problems over there are not your fault. I want you to understand that. I know I was kind of hard on y'all the other day, but I think y'all are making strides in the right direction from what I hear to clean up some of your problems over there. And I want to commend you for that. But you're not the only board that has a contract like this. There are other state boards and there are state agencies that have legal services contracts with people that are registered as lobbyists. So it's a problem that's not just you. All righty? Thanks, sir.
One other thing, do you have anything you want to say about what happened yesterday or the day before yesterday, actually, for many of your members? Was there any good news in the pharmacy world?
I'm not sure what I'm not remembering. I've been mostly working at the Board of Pharmacy, so I'm not sure.
I bet if you talk to some of your members, they've been very thrilled.
The PBM reform stuff. Yeah, so
October 1 come around.
A very interesting side note that we're encountering at the Board of Pharmacy is, and I think this is a positive, we have a lot of PBMs that are reaching out to us for a list of the community and independent pharmacies to be compliant with that regulation. And there's a little bit of an issue with those definitions and how they're actually set as community and independent pharmacies. In the PBM, the Department of Insurance is referring to the Board of Pharmacy for a piece of information that we don't really track that way. So we will need to figure out how exactly we navigate through that. But yes, the PBM legislation, they're very excited about.
I don't know if you surf, but this is a good wave to ride, I would sense, in your world right now.
It is, and we appreciate the efforts of the legislature to make that happen.
One comment. You know what PBM stands for?
I hesitate to be the one to answer that, sir.
Well, let me tell you from my perspective, as a retired pharmacist, PBM stands for Pretty Bad Medicine.
That may be the nicest I've heard.
I could think of more, but I'm in a situation where I couldn't speak my true self right now.
Yes, sir.
Anytime you mention PBM, one acronym was pretty bad medicine. There's some more I could give you, but it'd have to be private.
Yes, sir. I look forward to it.
Well, John, thank you. Welcome aboard
Thank you.
pharmacy, and hopefully we can iron out and fix the trust that's been broken and move forward, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm here to
Thank
do my part.
Mr. Chairman, I may be able to resolve my consternation with an assurance that this contract won't be used to lobby the legislature. If I can have that assurance, I'll remove my hold on it.
I will personally commit to you that if we need to ask for intervention on any legislation, that will come from me or a member of my staff and not from Logan.
I'm good then, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, John. Page 25. Public Health.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, committee members. My name is Ken Nixon. I'm Assistant General Counsel with the Department of Public Health, and we have one contract before you today with Ascendient Healthcare Advisors. It is for $150,000, 100% federal funds, and the entity will provide support as the department seeks our reaccreditation in the near future.
And you had 257 send-outs, 5 respondents.
Yes.
How'd you pick these guys?
They were the most qualified. They had the credentials to support the needs of the department. It wasn't the cheapest, but they were the only ones that met the RFP criteria.
Okay. Any other questions? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Tourism. Bottom of page 25.
Good afternoon. My name is Grant Wallace with Alabama Tourism Department. I have 2 contracts for you today.
Okay, Southern Travel.
Yes.
Did you fill out the submission?
Yes, sir, I did. Both of the submissions that came through.
And they were both 100% correct when they got here?
That was my way of saying I sent it a second time.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Y'all do enough that we shouldn't be having these problems, sir. And they're both sole source, so I'd love for you to unpack one at a time these. But prohibitions and non-appropriation clause was missing first time. So you're not going to have this mistake again, Grant?
Absolutely not. No, sir.
You're going to be in charge.
I will remember this
You're not
forever.
going to make my guys have to bail you out. Okay, I'll count on that. All right, help me with, these are the same guys as last time.
Yes, that's correct.
Help me understand the groups, please.
All right. So basically, would you like an explanation just of what they do, or just in terms of, okay. So basically, and I'll read it for you. I have it right here, because I had a feeling you were going to ask me, actually. Okay, so for Travel South, the purpose of what they exist for is promoting, fostering, and encouraging travel to and within our state. They offer a mandatory marketing assessment and in-market collective representation, marketing opportunity assessment, and global promotional services. And the United States Civil Rights Trail Marketing Alliance, the purpose of them is to elevate important historical sites that tell the stories of the civil rights movement and inspire travel within our state. And both of these actually work in collaboration with other states, so we are not the only one.
Okay. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. $750,000, 2 companies, correct?
Yes, sir.
Common ownership.
Yes, sir.
Out of state.
Yes, sir.
Atlanta.
That's
Yes,
correct. Good. How long have we been doing business with them and a member of Southern Travel Directors
The
Council?
At least 10 years, if not more. It's been several, well before my tenure, which admittedly is only 3 years, but I can get you an exact number on that, but I know it's been a lot.
Okay.
And the Civil Rights Trail Marketing Alliance is actually a relatively new thing, so certainly not as long with that one.
Thank you, Grant.
Is that it? Any other questions? Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Transportation, bottom of 26.
Clay McBride with AlDOT. We've got two contracts before you. The first is Management Group. They're going to deal with our train management system.
Just training of.
No, this, as a matter of fact, included with the contract was a spreadsheet that goes into great detail about all the different things they're going to do.
Okay.
For instance, develop functional and technical requirements. We have a current system, Cornerstone. There's some issues with it. They're going to go through that.
Okay.
Evaluate options, implement specifications, that kind of thing. It's significant for the number of employees we have.
Okay. All right. Top of 27.
This is for Alvarez and Marshall disputes. This is the monitoring of the Coliseum Boulevard plume.
I've got on my notes that 472,000 is what was initially promised here, I thought.
You mean
What?
That's the increase. We're in fact doing another year.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? We're increasing it by 472? Both of these, by the way, are supplemental. There's no additional time. It's supplemental money.
Okay. All right. I'm good. Anybody got any other questions? Okay. Thank you, Clay.
Thank you.
Underground, above ground board.
Good afternoon. My name is Rick Norton. I'm the Vice Chairman of the Alabama Underground and Above Ground Trust Fund Board. I have one contract for you to review today. This is with Alabama Tools. It says new, but it has previously been sole source. We were required to put out for bid this year. Still did not have any other bidders, so it's still sole source.
Where are we on this, Rick, for the,
This,
in the long run?
Okay, of course, as you remember, 1988, EPA came out with regulations. Alabama's got one of the, I think, only two original trust funds that's still in existence. It has done very well. The trust fund, of course, is collected from as a tax on each gallon that's sold.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, that fund then covers up to $2 million of cleanup at any site on any event. Back about 2013, 2014, the board was looking for someone that could train the tank owners. The tank owners, as you probably have seen over the years, there's been a lot of immigration of tank owners from other nations.
Yeah.
And there was ADM was having difficulty communicating with them and getting them trained on how to prevent gasoline and diesel leaks into the ground and, of course, into the drinking water. Since this has been implemented, the total number of sites for cleanup that's being reported each year has come down. In fact, since I've been on the board, it's practically half of what it was when I started. It was near 1,000. It's below 500.
What's the life of a normal tank if you're going to treat it correctly?
A normal tank, you can expect, being well kept, probably 40 to 50 years. Most of them, when they're put in, have a 30-year warranty. Then they have to be really, watched after that. Although they're watched from day one due to the regulations, due to soil types, due to tank manufacture. Used to be they had underground steel tanks. A lot of our soil likes to eat steel.
Right.
Most of them today are steel that have external fiberglass line covering over them with an interstitial life of ADM and this program. It has come many miles. What else can I answer?
I think you answered my question. So this will continue?
Yes, please.
Okay. Not just this contract. I'm talking about we'll be dealing with tanks for as long as we're all alive.
Absolutely, and when they keep changing the
Materials?
materials going in it, the higher the ethanol content gets, the more they're realizing that they don't realize how that acts on the sealant that's been used in the installations. We will likely be monitoring this as long as we're all here, as long as we're using fossil fuels.
Yes, sir.
I could talk for hours, but I will stop and just answer questions.
Thanks, Rick. Any other questions? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Youth Services.
Good afternoon. I'm Dudley Perry from DYS. We have two contracts. The first is for a language and speech therapist. The second is an amendment for a PREA audit.
Any questions on either one of those? Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right, legal service contracts. ADECA.
Meg Fiedler, General Counsel for ADECA. This contract will allow William Wasden to continue to represent the state in a collection of a $2.2 million judgment.
Any questions? Thank you. AG.
Clay Crenshaw with the AG's office. This is a contract for a medical doctor to do a dental records comparison. We had a murder burn victim. So
Any questions? Thanks, Clay.
Yes, sir.
Conservation.
Juliana Dean for the Department of Conservation. We have an amendment to our legal services contract for real estate closings.
Any questions? Thanks, Juliana.
Thank you, sir.
Corrections.
Clay Crenshaw with the AG's office again. This is a contract to hire a lawyer. There were 5 defendants that were sued in this lawsuit. AG's office is representing 3 of the 5. So we had a conflict situation with this particular correctional officer. So we'd like for Mr. Herndon to represent him.
Any questions? Thanks, Clay.
Thank you.
Examiners of psychology.
Members of the committee and staff, thank you. My name is Lori Rawl. I'm the executive director for the Alabama Board of Examiners in Psychology. I'm here with a legal services contract for Susan Nettles Hahn. She has a DAG appointment, a second DAG appointment, so this would be a renewal contract for 2 years, which would take us through into October of 2027. Ms. Hahn has been with us for 2 years previously, and so this would continue her work with us.
Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Human Resources.
Good afternoon, Chairman, members of the committee. Stan Landers with DHR. We have 3 legal services contracts before you today. The first one is a case-specific contract providing legal defense for multiple defendants.
Any questions?
The last 2 are normal contracts. They're standard legal
questions on
contracts.
that? Thank you, Stan.
Thank you.
Prosthesis.
My name is Ronnie Ezel. I'm with the Board of Prosthetists and Orthotists, and our contract is a 1-year contract for an administrative hearing officer.
Any questions? Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Transportation.
Clay McBride again. We got one contract with Alvarez and with Mater Nexum PC. This is for the West Alabama Highway. I do want to point out one thing. It shows $345 an hour. This is a bifurcated agreement. The $345 is strictly for design, build, technical, or very complicated issues. If we get sued or anything else, it drops back to the $195. I wanted to point that out.
Comments, questions?
Right, so this law firm is going to help. Didn't we sign a $175 million contract for design build on that road?
175 million. We did the design work and all that. Is that what you're referring?
Yeah, we did it. It was like a $175 million
Yeah,
contract.
I don't remember. I'll have to look. It was a significant amount of money like that, yes.
And now this guy's going to help the person we're paying $175 million manage that?
No, this is for us. What we signed before was a design builder to design it and do all the environmental work and do all, not environmental, but all the geotechnical work and all that. This is strictly our representative. He does our stuff. So if there's technical issues when we're negotiating contracts or anything like that, that is what this is about.
You know, I've said it before, the next governor is going to shut that project down because it has no federal matching funds on it. It's eating all of our gas tax money up. So, I mean, we're throwing good money after bad because of your boss.
Well, it's underway now, so we'll see how it works out.
It might be underway, but it's never going to get finished because I promise it's going to get shut down. We can't afford to build that highway using nothing but state funds because he refuses to get federal matching funds because he's decided he just doesn't want to do it. And he's eating up all. I'm not mad at you. I'm so frustrated with that man. It's not even funny. Thank you.
All right.
Any other comments? I've gotten a lot of comments. I'm going to hold this and we'll chat.
Okay.
All right, that's it for today. Thank everyone for being here. Have a great month. We look forward to seeing you next month. Members will be...